200,320 views. Hi everyone, welcome back. It is January 25th. It is a year since I announced that the channel had been monetized, and I thought it would be the perfect time to share with you some of the analytics and the sort of behind the scene numbers of the channel for its first year. So just a heads up, this is going to be a very different type of video, and I do have my laptop here with some notes on it because I need to refer to it. If you're a regular viewer and you're just not into this, no problem. I will see you in the next video. No harm, no foul. If you are new here and you found me because of this type of video, please do not subscribe because this is not something I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on. Enjoy the content, get out of it what you can, but don't subscribe if you're not going to stay for the core content that's on the channel, okay? And I'll talk about why in a minute. So when you're first starting out on YouTube, or when I was first starting out, I had a million questions. I really didn't know what to expect, and I went looking for videos for really small creators, small channels, just to get an idea of what was out there, and there wasn't much to find. So that's really why I'm making this video today, so that if you're someone who just really wants like a realistic perspective on what to expect in your first year on YouTube, then this might be helpful to you and give you some insight. Now, if you're expecting numbers that are just going to like totally blow you out of the water, then please adjust your expectations right now, because a lot of what I see out there now floating around for my first year on YouTube, and it's these big figures, I don't think that they represent the big majority of people. I think my numbers are probably much more realistic. So that's why I wanted to share them. Okay, so how did we get here? I started my channel in April of 2022. That's when I did my first video. It was a couple of months after I had left bedside nursing. So I made one video, and then I made another video not until October. It was a gardening video. I made that in October of 2022. I then decided to make a few like seasonal Christmas decor videos because I love to decorate at Christmas. So I thought, oh, that'd be fun. I'll put those out there. And the third ever video that I made took off. It was a video on how to make German glitter glass pine cone ornaments. Now is probably a good time to mention, especially if you've never been here before, I was not looking to replace my income when I left nursing. So I wasn't looking to do it conventionally, or I wasn't looking to replace my income conventionally, like a conventional job. I wasn't looking to replace it on YouTube. I was on YouTube, am on YouTube, as a creative outlet, just for fun, okay? So my expectations for making money on YouTube were zero. I expected to make $0. So therefore, I was not utilizing, and still don't utilize, a lot of the tips and tricks and techniques that the great YouTube gurus tell you to do, like the posting frequently and consistently, the crazy thumbnails, making goofy faces, trying to get people's attention, begging people to like and subscribe, making the same video over and over once you have one that takes off. I have not done any of that. In fact, I really didn't even pay attention to my analytics that much, other than to be like, oh, that's interesting, that video was popular. I wasn't watching my analytics and saying, oh, that video took off, I should make more like it. I just sort of noted it and kept going. So just keep that in mind, because that's important to know about my approach to the channel. Okay, so back to December of 2022, a pine cone video took off, and that video alone got me past 1K subscribers and got me the watch time to get monetized. And by January, hold on, let me look. By January 6th of 2023, I was monetized. Okay. So my view count and my subscriber count kept growing, but many of those people were coming to the channel through a DIY crafting video, and that was not the kind of content that I really wanted to be putting out with frequency, and it wasn't going to be the core content of my channel. So that's been kind of an interesting double-edged sword. And it's part of the reason I asked you not to subscribe if you're not going to be sticking around for the core content, because it turns out, and I did not know this at the time, but I do know now from having looked into it further, YouTube does not like when you have a lot of people who will watch just one of your videos and then don't watch the rest of your content. YouTube's whole goal is to keep people's eyeballs on the videos so that they watch ads. That is all they want. They don't care about the quality of the content. They want viewer eyeballs on the screen watching the ads because that's how they make money. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing to know about YouTube. But because of that, they reward channels whose subscribers come back over and over and over again. And when you have a situation like mine where one video blew up, but it's very different than the other stuff that I'm putting out, that's not really a positive effect on the channel. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into some of the data points. So we're going to look at the time frame of January of 2022 to January of 2023 because I was monetized right at the beginning of January there. So my viewers are primarily in the US, they're primarily female, and they're primarily 45 plus. Let's look at my top 3 videos here. So my number 1 most viewed video, that is the German glitter glass pinecone video. And that video has 200,320 views, 11.7K hours of watch time. It has gained me 2.8K subscribers, and it has earned me $472.47, which is pretty good for a video that I almost didn't make. My second most viewed video is titled The Custom Gathered Lamp Shade Tutorial. That one was published in May of 23, and when we look at the analytics for that, it has 14,456 views since published, 1.1K watch time hours. It has gained me 157 subscribers, and has earned me $72.77. Now, this is a really good example of a video that didn't do much for a while and then all of a sudden took off. It got discovered, and I think the reason it got discovered is because I referred to it in one of my home decor videos. You could see this lampshade in my mirror, and I said, if you want to know how to make that, I have a video on it. And a lot of people came over and started watching that. It got a bump, and it took off. And then my third most popular video at this time, it is the Old World Christmas, like my Scandinavian decor tour. That was in December of 2022. It has gotten 4,095 views, 338.4 watch time hours, has gained me 58 subscribers, and it has made $2.15. Okay, so those are my 3 most popular videos. And again, something to take from that is sometimes a video doesn't take off right away and then all of a sudden it goes. Sometimes a video takes off like crazy and you'd never expect it to, and may or may not be a good thing. And older videos keep making you money. They really do provide passive income. I mean, I'm not doing anything with these videos anymore, and they are still ticking away in the background, right? That's the definition of passive income. So I am gonna, so now let's look at my overall annual analytics. Okay, so total views on the channel so far, 244,147. For watch time, we've got 14.7K hours. Subscribers, 3,713. Estimated revenue. So this is the lifetime of the channel from the time it was monetized, okay? $627.25. And remember, that is pre-tax money. Now, if you were like, oh my God, that's it? Well, keep in mind, I am in the home decor niche according to YouTube. So my CPM and RPM, I haven't calculated those because they're not interesting to me, but they're probably on the lower end. I'm not in a finance category or anything like that. But for me, again, my expectation was 0. I had no expectations of making any money. So for me, earning $627, I'm pretty pleased with that because it has paid for all of my expenses for the year regarding this situation, regarding my my Epidemic Sound subscription, my Canva subscription. That's the thing I use to make my thumbnails. The Epidemic Sound is what I have to pay for the royalty-free, copyright-free music that I have to use on the channel. It paid for my new microphone. So I'm happy with that $627, especially because, again, my channel strategy has not been to chase the money, okay? So those are my numbers. I hope it was interesting to you. I hope maybe you learned something. I hope it wasn't discouraging. I know those numbers aren't super sexy and exciting, but hopefully you found something of value here and got some insight, or you just found it interesting if you're one of my subscribers and you were watching this video. Thank you so much. And if you decide to stick around, I will see you next time. Bye.